How to know if you should or shouldn't manifest your specific person. Hello beautiful soul, welcome back to my channel. This is Priya, your manifestation coach, and in this video I'm going to shine some light on how you can gain clarity for yourself from within to know if you should or shouldn't manifest your specific person. But first, if you would like to get coached by me, you can get access to any of my offerings by simply clicking the link below in the description box. Okay, let's get back to this video. How to know if you should or shouldn't manifest your specific person. Now, the reason why I made this video is because I've been seeing in the comment sections where some of you have been asking if, number one, can you manifest a specific person? Should you manifest a specific person? What if they disrespected you or abused you? And that some coaches say that you should and some coaches say that you shouldn't manifest your specific person. And so there seems to be some confusion around should you or shouldn't you manifest your specific person, and can you actually manifest your specific person? So my intention is to help you gain clarity from within to know if you should or shouldn't manifest your specific person. So first and foremost, I want to remind you that you can absolutely manifest anything that your heart desires. Okay, you are the operant power of your reality. Who you truly are is I am, and you absolutely can manifest anything that your heart desires, whether that's a specific person or somebody new. Really doesn't matter. Ultimately, everything comes back to knowing yourself as I am and knowing yourself as all that is. Now, when it comes to if you should or shouldn't manifest your specific person, nobody has the right to tell you if you should or shouldn't. Okay, the answer should come from within you. It should come from a place of clarity. Now, this is why self-concept work is so important. Self-concept work is about how you perceive yourself. It's about knowing that you are good enough, lovable, perfect, cherished, adored, exactly the way that you are, that your mere existence makes you worthy. So when you have a top tier self-concept where you know these things about you, where you feel whole and complete from within, this is when true clarity is revealed to you. This is when you will know from within if you do or if you don't want to manifest your specific person back. It will no longer be coming from a wounded place. What I mean by this is when people begin on the manifesting their specific person back, it usually comes from a version of them that has a low self-concept. Generally, not all the time, but generally, right? So typically people will have a self-concept that says, I'm not lovable, I'm not good enough, something's wrong with me, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not smart enough, or whatever the story is that makes you buy into the fact that you're not already whole and complete. And so you could call that the wounded version of you that doesn't know your value and your worth. And so when people begin to manifest their specific person, it's coming from that version of them that tolerated disrespectful behavior, or that tolerated abuse, or that tolerated bullshit from their specific person. Right? That was being reflected back to you by the self-concept that you have, and also the stories about them. Now, when you go all in with your self-concept and knowing yourself as all that is, so that you truly do know your value and your worth, and you know that you're lovable and good enough, this is where it will be clear to you from within if you do or if you don't want to manifest your specific person back. Nobody can tell you what is right for you. It has to come from within you, directly from your I am, directly from source, God, whatever you want to call it. The answers are already within you. Nobody knows what is the right path for you. Nobody knows. And that's why if people want to project onto you what you should or shouldn't do, your work is really not to take any of that on board. Your work is to focus on your self-concept, go all in with self first, get to a place where you know your value and your worth, where you know you are the operant power of your reality, where you feel whole and complete from within, because that's when the answers will come to you. That's when you will be clear. And when that happens, what anybody says to you, what others say to you, will become irrelevant. You will know for sure if you should or shouldn't manifest your specific person. I have worked with people who initially come in with a unfavorable self-concept, and then the focus is first to get them to a place where they know that they are all that is, that they are the opera power of their reality, and they know their value and their worth. And sometimes people still do want their specific person, although perhaps they experienced a shitty version of their specific person. But nonetheless, from this top tier high self-concept, there's a knowingness and a clarity that actually, yeah, this is my person. And I have equally worked with other people who, once they get to a top tier self-concept, they no longer desire their specific person. They get the ick from their specific person, and they realize that the version of them that was attracted to their specific person was the version of them that was coming from a very low self-concept, and they're just no longer desire their specific person. My message is, it's so different for everybody, and therefore any good coach will always guide you back to yourself, right? They will not tell you what to do or not to do. They will guide you back to a place where you fully know your worth and value, where you know you are the operant power of your reality, where you have a top tier self-concept, so that clarity comes from within you about what you truly desire and what you don't desire. So only you will know. And that's why the practice is really to go all in on self, to focus on self, and to stop seeking the opinions or advice of others. What you want to do is focus on your self-concept. When you do this, you will naturally not tolerate bullshit. You will naturally not tolerate disrespect. You will naturally not tolerate abuse, right? It will be something that, if it was in your experience, you would just move away from it, right? Because you are somebody who's already whole and complete, or who loves yourself and knows your worth and your value. So you wouldn't tolerate anything less. You just move away from it. Okay, that will naturally happen. But again, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're not going to no longer desire your specific person. Maybe you will. But then at least from a place of knowing that you are fulfillment itself, you can begin to give your attention to your specific person, and then call in a more healed, loving, harmonious version of them. But it will be coming from a place of fulfillment, from a place of wholeness, versus coming from a place of you not knowing your value and your worth, you being in an addiction pattern, right? You needing your specific person, you being desperate for your specific person, you being thirsty for your specific person. That is all coming from the version of you that has an unfavorable self-concept, right? And it's quite mucky to get when you're operating there in your self-concept. It's very mucky to understand if you really do desire or don't desire your specific person. And that's why it's so important to come back to self. It's so important to come back to knowing your value and your worth, that you're good enough, lovable, and perfect exactly the way that you are whole and complete, that you are fulfillment itself, and that you are worthy right now, not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. And to live from this place. When you do, you will be clear about what you want, what you don't want, and what others say will become irrelevant. It will become irrelevant. So you absolutely can manifest anything that your heart desires. But when you're doing this from your true self, you're doing it from a place of fulfillment and not from a place of lack. And that's why you go all in with your self-concept. You come back to the truth of who you really are. You come back to knowing that you are all that is, that you are infinite intelligence, that you are a fractal of the divine. You come back to this knowingness within yourself. And when you're truly here, you're operating from a place of flow. Not need, not desperation, not chasing, but from a place of embodiment, from a place of knowing who you truly are. And from there, it's so easy to give your attention to your specific person if that is something that you do desire, and to therefore manifest the version of them that you desire. And it's also so easy to get clear if you no longer desire your specific person and call in somebody new. There is no right and wrong. There is only clarity that can come from within you, that comes from your I am, and you can only get to that place once you know who you truly are and you come back to the truth of who you really are. So I hope this video has helped shine some light to answer the question about if you should or shouldn't manifest your specific person. Only you will know the answer to this. Nobody else can tell you. People might have their opinions on, oh, this person is toxic, or this person is unideal for you, or this person, abused you, therefore they're not good for you. And that is all fair play. But ultimately, only until you get to the place of knowing you are whole and complete from within, and you know your value and your worth, can you have that clarity from within you to know if, hey, I want to call in a new version of my specific person, or if you're complete with your specific person and you want somebody new. Either way, it will come from a place of empowerment. It will come from a place of clarity. It will come from a place of your true self versus the version of you that is wounded, or the version of you that doesn't have an ideal self concept. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day or a wonderful evening. Mwah.